Hi everybody, Luke here from Regen Farming, and I'm here with Nikala from Nutrisoil, and we're at Nutrisoil HQ today where they make it all, and just wanted to have a chat to Nikala to understand why Nutrisoil sort of helps with nutrient uptake. So one thing I notice a lot is when we are doing foliar of anything, whether that be nutrition or herbicide, if we put Nutrisoil with it, it works better. And I have my thoughts on why that is, and I thought I'd get your thoughts on why that is.
Yeah, okay, well, absolutely. Whenever you're putting out a nutrient, putting it out with some type of biological product is always going to be much more efficient. And for Nutrisoil, what you're looking at, it's a worm liquid. But in a worm liquid, you have all of these substances which chelate the nutrients.
Yep.
So it's chelating the nutrients that come out of the worm, but it's also chelating nutrients that you're adding to the foliar mix. So when I say chelating, it's holding nutrients in a form that the plant can take up, and it's not going to change forms. So the chelation is the carbon type of products in it. So you're thinking amino acids, fulvic acids, citric acids, humic acids, all of those types of things really assist with this chelation. The amino acids in particular, they're a nitrogen source themselves. So if you're putting any nitrogen out, your plant eventually converts that nitrogen to amino acids. Like it actually has to work hard to do that. So you're putting out amino acids actually that the plant can take up straight away and use as a nitrogen source to build its proteins. But it's also, those amino acids are feeding your indigenous microbes. And I haven't even touched on the fact that there's microbes in the liquid, in Nutrisoil as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so my understanding is as soon as we put those microbes in there, they start feeding on the nutrition, on whatever you've put in there, and then they get, the biology actually holds that, and then when you spray that on the plant, the plant takes it up even better, and the biology actually respirates. So it causes carbon dioxide, and then that opens the stomata of the plant, so you take it in even better. So that's how I see it. Is that how it works?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, putting nutrients into a microbial body is the ultimate nutrient delivery system for a plant. So we've learned of this new rhizophagy process where microbes actually go into the plant, and those microbes, they're stripped of all of their nutrients, and then they're sent back out through the root systems to collect nutrients and then come back in again.
Yeah.
So you're actually putting microbes in the plant when you mix Nutrisoil with a nutrient application. You're putting those microbes in there with more nutrient in there that is just going to be delivered in this microbial complexity. The more complexity you give a plant, because nature is complex, the more it's easily able to take it up, because it's not just the nutrients it needs. It needs all of these other biostimulants, amino acids, compounds that we couldn't even list. Like you put that in a microbe with that nutrient, it's all there and it's delivered in that form.
Yeah, much more efficient.
Absolutely.
And that was the one thing I really wanted to touch on today, because it's so difficult to get urea at the moment. We know that we can dissolve urea into water and then spray that out. But when you put Nutrisoil with it and biology with it, it's just so much more efficient. And for those of you who could only get half your nitrogen rate, maybe you want to look at dissolving your urea or getting a liquid urea and putting out 10 to 20 kilos of dissolved urea with your Nutrisoil and maybe a few trace elements, and you'll really get a great result.
Absolutely. Microbes love nitrogen. So we've done lots of testing about nutrients, including nitrogen and trace elements. And when you add nitrogen to Nutrisoil, the microbes quadruple. They absolutely go crazy. It's a food source for them. You do have to deliver it pretty quickly. Like you wouldn't want to leave it tank mixed overnight. And just the reason is competition happens, and then the diversity of microbes drops away. But you've got a 16-hour buffering system before that starts happening.
Yeah. And from my research, as soon as you put that biology in there, it starts chewing away on the nutrient that's in there. So it doesn't take long to complex and become part of the biology. So you don't need to leave it a long period of time. So yeah, it's really exciting to see that sort of stuff happen. So anyway, Nicola, thanks so much for your time and explaining to everybody how it all works. And hopefully that helps someone out.
Absolutely.